Welcome back to my round 5, well I guess not really round 5, my top 4 set against Jackson Hambrick from the Midseason Showdown in Midlothian last Saturday. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and just start talking about the battle. Going into team preview, I noticed the biggest threat really to my team are his Salamence, which can do good work against my Kyogre and my Groudon. The Raichu, which does basically a ton of damage, basically knocks. I'm pretty sure it one-hit KOs my Kyogre, and his Yveltal, which causes problems for really my entire team. So going into this, I was very wary about Yveltal, and I didn't know what to expect. And honestly, I was kind of shaking in my boots about it. So here we go. Just gonna head into this here battle. Oh man. So I end up leading with Salamence Ferrothorn because, I don't know, it seems like a good idea. And he brings out Yveltal and Raichu, which are a very scary combination for me to see. And I'm a little bit worried at first. I don't know what to expect. Hold on. So the first turn, I mean, I've played Raichu before. I know what Raichu does. I know it gets faint. I know it gets fake out, and it gets all kinds of stuff. So here, I'm thinking he's just gonna fake out Salamence and try and knock it out with a foul play. So I was expecting that. And I figure, you know, Ferrothorn, I think I can Leech Seed here with Ferrothorn, and it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It is game 1, so I'm kind of trying to scout out for items and stuff. I want to know what kind of Yveltal it is. My Intimidate going first with Salamence doesn't matter, because even if he's max speed, I would still outspeed him by 1 point, so I don't know what kind of build he is. I don't know what his item is. I'm really afraid of Life Orb. Life Orb Yveltal is really scary. I also don't know if it's Focus Sash Raichu or Zap Plate, and that absolutely makes a difference. Because if it's Focus Sash, my Kyogre can actually live a Volt Tackle. If it's Zap Plate, my Kyogre doesn't stand a chance. So yeah, especially, well, I mean, with the -1, it's different, but he's really free to switch out Raichu whenever. So I just decide here, I'm pretty sure I Protect and Leech Seed, as we get the Mega Evolution, and my screen gets all kinds of pixelated. And Yveltal is a giant piece of shiny bacon. So I go for the Protect with Salamence, which ends up being the worst possible play, because he does reveal the Feint. This is probably the best time to use Feint for him, because, I mean, knowing how Feint works and having seen it now, I'm certainly not going to fall for that trick again. But basically now, my Salamence is in Sucker Punch range, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. So I get the Leech Seed off, which is nice. But it doesn't, I haven't really done anything this turn. He's gotten a ton of damage off. I found out he's Life Orb, but that's about it. Now here, I figure, okay, I know Salamence, I can either switch in, he can predict a switch out and like foul play, but a Sucker Punch here is kind of his best play. And it's a 50-50 though. It really is a 50-50. Do I switch out? I mean, the Sucker Punch is super obvious for both of us. So do I switch out and avoid a Sucker Punch, or does he predict that and foul play? And I guess that, you know, if he goes for a foul play, fine, I get, you know, I'll be able to outspeed and do some damage. If he goes for a Sucker Punch, I can get a free switch into someone else. It's not the end of the world. And I think I just go for a Gyro Ball on the Raichu to try and get some damage. Or no, sorry, I'm pretty sure I go for a Leech Seed on the Raichu. He actually makes a pretty good play here. He kind of, what he does here is he switches out into Groudon, predicting a switch into either my Kyogre or Groudon. So in case I avoid the Sucker Punch, then fine, he threatens. So when I see that, I assume this is fast Groudon because of that. Because otherwise, it doesn't make sense to switch in Groudon here. So he just revealed a Sucker Punch. It will take out Salamence because that thing is stupid powerful. So even at -1 with the Life Orb, but I notice here, I haven't actually hit the Yveltal yet, but with the Leech Seed and Life Orb, he's attacked twice. He's going to be close to half health. So in my mind, I'm thinking here, alright, Ferrothorn can actually sit here on the field and pretty much just do Ferrothorn stuff and let Yveltal take itself out. It is intimidated, so its Sucker Punches aren't doing as much, but look at that. Look how much health that thing has lost. And really, I've traded my Salamence for learning that the Raichu has Feint, and then, you know, half of Yveltal's health. So now here, I'm thinking to myself, as Kyogre's coming in, because Kyogre's a beautiful whale, Free Willy, I'm pretty sure that either he's going to protect the Groudon. I think he's going to protect Groudon and let Yveltal go down so that he can bring in Raichu. And I think to myself, okay, you know, he can go for a foul play, he can go for whatever, but I'm pretty sure Groudon's not going to sit here and take this. So I see this as an opportunity to set up a substitute with Ferrothorn. And as you'll see in a second, I greatly underestimate the power of foul play on Kyogre. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a minimum attack Kyogre, and look how much damage that does with Life Orb. That is ridiculous. It's way too much damage. Luckily, the Water Spout still, you know, takes out the Yveltal because of the Leech Seed and all the recoil it took. In fact, that's probably just timid, you know. But I do get my substitute up, so now I'm really sitting pretty here because he brings in Raichu. Fine, I'll protect Kyogre and I'll Gyro Ball the Raichu to take it out. Ferrothorn doesn't care about your Groudon. It does not care behind a substitute. It laughs at you. Ha ha ha, look at me. It'd be really cool if the substitute doll for Ferrothorn had barbs on it. We actually end up bringing in Salamence, and at this point, I forget what I did. Okay, yeah, I think here, I'm guessing he's going to switch out Groudon. There's no reason not to switch out Groudon. I think the Double Edge into Kyogre is just too tempting for him. And so, I want to protect Ferrothorn still. And I'm pretty sure I just go for a Gyro Ball into Salamence, predicting that he's going to Double Edge Kyogre, switch out into Raichu. So he withdraws his Groudon. I do call that correctly. He brings out Raichu. And, yeah, goes ahead and Mega Evolves. Luckily, the Intimidate on my Ferrothorn doesn't work because of the substitute, so I am able to 2-hit KO his Salamence with a Gyro Ball. He does Double Edge. He does Double Edge into Kyogre, and then, you know, I go ahead and get that off. But now, because his Groudon's not in, you see that Gyro Ball is 2-hit KO. Because his Groudon's not in, I'm pretty much free here to just switch out Kyogre into my own Groudon. Really do whatever I want. So, what did I predict here? I figure he's not gonna just like double into Kyogre. He doesn't want to Volt Tackle into a possible Groudon switch. So I don't really know what Raichu's gonna do, and quite frankly, I don't really care because right now it's not doing a whole lot. So my goal here is to take out the Salamence, I'm pretty sure, and then after that, my Kyogre can come in and win this Weather War. Or my Groudon. Either one, really. Actually, I don't remember what I did here. Oh, that's right. No. Oh, that's right. I don't even have Groudon. So he goes for a Hyper Voice. Oh, yeah, because he wants to hit behind the sub. And he tries to Volt Tackle to break the substitute. Oh, no. Sorry. I'm confused. So he does double into Kyogre, which I didn't really agree with. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure here I just Gyro Ball into the... Yeah, into the Raichu. Never mind. Huh. And believe me, that crit did not matter. It's a Jolly Raichu. Gyro Ball picks it up. And so now he's got his Groudon, and I've got my substitute Ferrothorn, which has just been sitting here the entire time. And I know that he is free to just... he's free to just Eruption and Hyper Voice or Double Edge into Cresselia. I know that the Double Edge will definitely not take him out. Not take out my Cresselia. I know that I don't really want to switch in Kyogre and let it just go down. So here, my goal is to let Cresselia go down and get rid of his Salamence. So I can Ice Beam... I think I Ice Beam Gyro Ball into Salamence because I need to take it out. And that's pretty much the goal of this play right here. So he goes ahead and Double Edges. He goes for an Eruption, which is not really the best thing in the world. But it's not the worst thing in the world either. My substitute does go away, unfortunately, and Cresselia goes down. But now the Salamence is gone. Alright, so sorry about that interruption. Something came up and I don't remember what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I gyro balled into the Salamence. So here I'm pretty sure I just protect Ferrothorn or protect Kyogre and Leech Seed, but he ends up forfeiting because he doesn't want to reveal his speed to me, which is a good play. So I'll see you back tomorrow for Game 2. If you like it, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hopefully I'll see you back.